This is such a dangerous mission, but it is so thrilling to see in the sky for all these people. I'm talking with the stars, the documentarian himself, Air Force Elite Thunderbirds, now streaming on Netflix, United States Air Force Colonel Justin Astro Elliott, Director Matt Wilcox. So, Colonel Elliott, tell us what this documentary is all about.
It is about people. You know, I think if I zoom way out here, right, that no one would care if the Thunderbirds were 6 drones flying perfect formation. No matter how perfect it is, the experience to connect with people, it has to be human. And what I saw Matt and his team do was create a human story out of a fighter jet squadron. And I could not be happier with the work that Matt put into this and how this all turned out for the United States.
It's so thrilling to watch it. I watched it last night, 90-minute documentary. Matt, how did you come across this and know this is what you wanted the story to be told?
I think for me, aviation has always been in the blood. I remember going to air shows as I was a kid and looking up and, you know, seeing the afterburners, and, you know, it kind of leaves you with a lasting impact. But I think what was so fascinating and where the inspiration started for me was really who's in the cockpit, like Astro says. And I think once you're around this team in any capacity, the level of leadership, the level of values and character, accountability, these are all selflessness. These are all things that are just so inspiring. You can't help, you'll never be able to unfeel that. So you want to try to spread this message, and that is really driven through the humans on this team.
It's a powerful message, and audiences will see where he gets that nickname Astro. And I want you to explain, this is high stakes stuff. I mean, it's 18 inches apart from these different aircraft. I mean, it's beautiful to see for audiences, but this is so intense. We see the tragedies in the documentary. What do you want audiences to know about doing this high elevated stuff?
I think that only about 0.5% of American people serve in the United States military. Yeah, I think it's very rare that the means and the will and all that connects and comes together. So in one way, this documentary is for those service members, because all of us go through that high stakes environment, and all of us experience those ups and downs of trying to achieve something extraordinary. But I'm going to zoom out a little bit and say that the other 99.5% of Americans go through the exact same thing. Whatever your walk of life is, if you pursue that passion, that commitment to excellence, especially if it's in the name of service to something bigger than you, then I know that you face challenges, and I know that you face the exact same difficulties that we do on the team, just with 20 years of experience leading up to that point where you're now pushing for inches instead of feet, instead of learning how to fly for the first time. And that's life.
We thank all active military members, all veterans, for their service. And Matt, I mean, people will notice as they're looking at the title cards, I mean, major executive producers on this, former President Barack Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama. What was it like collaborating with them to get this story told?
Oh, it was a dream. I mean, it's a remarkable, still pinching myself, to be honest. But, I think filmmaking is the ultimate team sport. And yeah, you want the LeBron Jameses and the Steph Currys on your team. And so to have people as inspiring as Barack and Michelle and the Obamas on board with this. I mean, they were just huge partners from, pre-production all the way through post-production. And it was an honor to have them a part of this.
This documentary is high stakes. It's out Memorial Day weekend. Make sure you watch Air Force Elite Thunderbirds, now streaming on Netflix. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the time.
Thanks.